Hello, welcome all. Welcome Kaskai. Tonight I'm gonna play a game called Virus Brain, which is a game I made the soundtrack for. And the music you hear in the game is not all the songs I made for it. Actually, I made like more than a double that's featured in the game, but all of them couldn't make the cut into the finished soundtrack. Like this song that is playing right now is made for the game, but is not actually in it. So during this stream, I can play some of the songs that, you know, were not released. Very exclusive. Like, most of these songs that didn't make it in the game are not quite finished and polished as the ones in. But, for example, this one is, it's a pretty ready song. It just didn't fit the game. This is a game made by Vianite, my friend, and he's the actual maker of the game. He created this game. I just made the music. So he had a choice of like which songs to keep and which one to change and all that sort of stuff. Putting a gift of shovel is kind of unsensitive to people that are scared of jobs and working. Okay, we can get rid of that right now and start the game where I don't think the main character has a job. Drop the link. I don't have any links. Vianite handles links, and he didn't give me any to share. And I don't mean that he should have. Anyway, let's start. And by the way, this is not a zero budget game. That's an actual voice actor. Like a Japanese voice actor. And yeah, there's some anime involved, made by a professional illustrator from, I don't remember where, but it's also made by a person outside the core team, which is me and Vianite. Anyway, I'll drop the link to the Steam page if anybody needs it, anybody wants to see it. The only art I made for the game is the layout of the Steam page, pretty much, and stuff there. I don't know how to get the Steam page link, so let's just play the game. So we're gonna look for the girl here. I guess she's here. Right here. Songs are properly made. Yeah, it's a pretty proper song. I haven't ever studied any music. Rebooting brain. Error. Brain system malfunctioning. System chip damaged. Warning. Permanent brain failure possible. Please fix your brain unit ASAP. Entering error mode. No, we were not walking on the wall. Actually, I think the main character hurt themselves. Judging by the current state of the vision. What is this place? Did I fall? Better fix my head. Oh, as I said in a demo, this graphical effect that you're seeing right now is also coded by me. But that's pretty much about what I made to the graphics. It's just a simple chromatic aberration. But let's see where I can fix my brain here. There's an interesting hole. I guess we're going here. I'm not gonna react to this game like I usually do, because I played this like 50 times. So this is far from my like initial reaction. Had too much to drink last night, that might be it. By the way, this song, I'm gonna tell a little bit of the songs, is like the most impressive song in the game. Half an hour before the release, I made like this version of it. I really want to polish this one, because the melody that this has like a storytelling element to it. I have thoughts that are not mine. They ring loud in my head. Yeah, I'm a last minute person. Something is trying to take control of me, and it's hard to resist. If I give in even a little, that something just comes back wanting more. It's insatiable. Fresh unit is my only hope. I just wish I could be myself again. It's a pretty harsh thing if you can't kill that. But there's somebody. Just, you know, very practical for us. Here's a couple of holes. What the... There's a Nonoshiki. It's a brain challenge. I wish I were... Well, it's not nice if you don't smell like anything. But no, that's not the right answer. This I am, and I guess I wish I wasn't. Not the right answer. Yeah, this is from the demo. But the puzzle was different. It was actually a much more difficult puzzle in the demo. It's now a little bit more easier. But hey, I got this crayon-looking thing. Seems to work. Brain unit fixed. New memory unit installed. Warning. No memories found. Please visit Brain Server for an update. You can now access Brain menu by pressing tab. Yeah, where's my tab button? I think it's in my thigh. Oh, it's still empty. Too late to say don't lose your head. Seems like the right place. Hello, user. Welcome to the Brain Server. My name is Milky. I see we have not met before. I have said I use glasses. I don't think I've said I'm nearsighted, but I do use glasses. Let me sync up with your brain unit. That's odd. Their brain is empty. Yeah, no thoughts. There must be a malfunction. Let me run a diagnosis. No, it's fine. I'm not gonna die. I can live fine with the brain. And I get a new brain now. Just need some fixing. Diagnosis now complete. Your brain unit seems to be working fine. But your biological brain doesn't have any memories. Looks like you have brain damage. But worry not. Milky is here to help you. But, you don't have a name. And I need one to operate. But since you have a brain damage and can't remember... Hey, how about Yuki? Yuki means no. Well, if you don't like it, you can give me another one. A brain damage, there might be a little bit of unrefined dialogue here and there. It's gonna be like 1.1 version. Like, you know, anyway, let's keep playing. Like, this is released 1 week earlier than it was supposed to, due to unforeseen situations. I'm gonna write my name like it would be written in katakana. It is Arumunda. Early release? Well, Vionite kinda changed the date, but by testing, like how does the date function, like work, and then it was locked in, like that date. And he would have needed to contact like Steam support to change the date back to 30th. And we just decided that this is just gonna release early. Now that we have a name for you, let me tell you about Brain Server. In short, Brain Server is a brain unit service point. Brain unit service point. Wait, you don't know what the brain unit is either. Well, a brain unit, or brain for short, is a computer system installed straight into your biological brain. Its main function is to store and process your memories. Your computer brain is in sync with your biological brain, so everything you experience gets recorded. Pretty neat, huh? Like a video game. It also works as your wallet and... Oh! You need the wallet app. This is the first, like, human need. You don't have any money now. But don't worry. I'm sure you'll find a way to make some. When you do get money, you can spend it here at the brain server. Game's touch loud. Oh, sorry. I can make it touch quieter. It might be just this song that is loud though. But I will make it a little bit lower. It was quite high. It's better now. Just come to the store. You can also chat with me for free. That's not realistic. A lot lower? Oh. Let's try to find a middle ground. Maybe like this. Wait, I got an idea. We could try to retrieve your memory from the cloud. All you have to do is just spend 1000 yen to become a loyal customer. I mean 10,000 yen. Now the game is too loud. Ah! So far you have spent 0 yen. I'm sorry, but I can't retrieve your old memories yet. First you have to spend 10,000 yen. But don't worry, spending is super easy once you have money. Wait! This is a third wait, I think. Your brain unit just updated. You seem to have a photograph in your items. It's a picture of a girl. You don't have any recordings about the photo, but maybe she could help you to remember. Okay, that was for the intro. If you have questions or just want to chat, please click the chat button. See you again, Armunda. I'm not gonna chat right now. I'm gonna go on my way. Bye, Milky. Milky was Mitsu in the demo. That was a different looking like rabbit mascot character. But Vianat decided that he looked a bit too much like an old Sony mascot. So he made a new design for the 1.0 version. So the rabbit friend from Mitsu to Milky. Well, they have the same personality. Who's this then? That looks like money. So the main objective of the game, as described by Milky, is to collect these cards. And I think there's a nice bit of like conflict between the funny underground card and the bloody body that was just like in a state of panic. Now we can go here. Top. Can I grab the plug? I think the point is that it turned off. And I have a fresh one already. Don't need another. Like all of these money carriers have like a broken brain unit. Like I can't explain what the story means exactly. We never discussed that. So even I have to make my own deductions. Like what is the like what is actually going on here? I have so many regrets, but I can't remember them anymore. That's an interesting state to be in. I'm so happy I can choose what to remember. I only wish I could forget that I forgot. I'd love to have it change color a bit more. I will take your message forwards. Here's another test. A rope is good for... Well, I think that cures some headaches. Grappling hook. There's some Easter eggs in this ambient track that is playing right now. If you listen to it like for more than 5 minutes. But I'm not gonna stay here for more than 5 minutes. Nothing that special, but... I tried to give the impression with this that there's like stuff happening around you, even though these corridors seem so dead. And of course this sort of machinery going on behind the scenes. Like just now somebody closed the door somewhere. Yeah, there's supposed to be like different sort of machines going on. Like, we made the choice that there is no 3D sound in an environment. We chose a more old school method that, like, it's all in the track. Partly for budget concerns and partly as a stylistic choice. This is the best game I've ever played. It's everything I ever wanted. The game connects to your brain unit and figures out what's your kind of stuff. Then it creates a horror game to your liking. It's a total hit. Everyone around Shidoyama plays it. For me, the experience is like having a second girlfriend, but without all the hassle and with all the pleasure. Well, he loved it. It says Akumu in the arcade machine, which means nightmare. But the cell is closed. And he's not much of a company. So, let's play the game. It's made by the Real Game Soft. And the word on the right is like nightmare, some kind of demon. I don't remember how to read the word, but it means like, you know, a woman kind of demon. In some earlier versions, you could take the bike that was in a different point here and leave. But there's no option to leave anymore. In the dark here. Help! Is someone there? Please, you have to help me. I fell into this well. Not much else to do around here. Yep, I'm a rebel. Got to go here despite all the bright red signs. Alright, let's help. Let's help this innocent creature. Yeah, like they fell into the well because they didn't follow the signs. Hey, up there. Please help a girl in trouble. Some jerk pushed me down this well. There's a rope. But I'm too weak to hold on to it. I need something nutritious to give me a boost. Like your blood. Please. Just a little bit of your blood. Here, you can use this. Take the syringe, draw a little bit of your blood, and then toss it back here. Blood is so nutritious it will fix up a girl instantly. Do this and I promise to make you happy. You won't regret it. Tee-hee. You know, if it's so easy, why not? Yeah, I know it's nutritious. I just couldn't think the right way to say it. I said nutritious, but you're supposed to say nutritious. Okay. That's the right way to say it. And my nutritious was... Well, it's kind of fitting into this situation if you think about it. Thank you, my dear Aramundo. So my name was shared to this game too. Now hold on to the rope and pull me out. There she is. Well, I think we are gonna meet that character again at some point. But gotta cash out before that. Here's some more precarious platforms. This is a pretty artsy way to decorate your staircase. One of the girl's arms, I would say it's a white snake. That's my reading of it. It seems people are moving out. But they left their money. Who's leaving all this convenient books and planks around? I'm guessing the people who used to live here, who are now piles of stuff like this. And as you can see, they are not quite human. At least anymore. A perfect girl is unpleasant. Fictitious is a very interesting answer, I think. I think some people, even in real life, pick this answer. And even this answer, it doesn't sound very, you know, objective. I think the money counter logic is that they it shows you how much money you gained, not how much you have right now. But yes, Sprite-chan is here. Who's there? Oh, it's you. I'm still looking for her. Have you seen her? We were supposed to meet and go on our trip. Well, you already knew that. I'm so worried. If you see her, could you please tell her I'm looking for her? I'm sorry, but I have to keep searching. I pray nothing bad has happened. And she's gone. Adding a plus symbol to it would make it clearer for people. Yeah, that's a good point. I will relay your message. Now we're kinda outside, but even here there's walls all around. Seems like every day someone new goes missing. That means there are far fewer feet around. Feet? If I don't get enough feet, I can't support myself. At this rate, my business will be ruined. And then there's this weird guy. He hangs around inside the garage. I wonder how he gets there. I'll try to sell him my sandals again next time I see him. He's just a sandal salesman. What did you think? Like, who would need feet other than a footwear salesman? Can you add ads to collect 2 times the money? I will also. I can also say that to Vianite. I don't know about any garage, so I'm just gonna go here. This is the what I've described as toilet world sometimes. New Kanji Land. This is kind of my life's goal.
写真ロープ1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10
And if you check the Steam page, this is described as, I think, psychological edutainment. And this is the edutainment side of the game. Okay, we see 136 through here. You know, I just decided something. I'm gonna do an optional route I didn't... I thought I was not gonna do this, but I'm gonna do it after all. I said that I don't know about any garage. Well, I do know about the garage. Like, it's here, but you can't get inside. And the way to get inside... is, it's kind of a tricky route. Oh. Ah! Too tricky for me, I guess. Okay, let's try again. Actually, I think this might be an easier way to do it. Yeah, much easier. And then you can see that there's an extra plank here. I changed my mind again because I already lost my chance to do this properly. Like, these are secret places where you find secret computers, but you would need to find one of them even in the first level. If your character learning information about you can see this reference to JoJo's and Whitesnake. I don't think Vionite knows JoJo, so it's a pretty safe to say that it's not a reference. The jump is like, it's kind of made for the game's challenges, so I would say you get used to it pretty quickly. But nah, I'll just get the bad ending. I don't need to get the good ending, because I don't think I can make my way back to the first secret place. But yeah, forget all about the computers and any secrets. I'm just gonna go on my merry way. Like, we've never saw that place with the blocky car. Okay, so let's see what we can find here. More toilets. Very social. It's locked. Oh. I actually kind of forgot about this. If you look through here, you see 487. And more money. And since we know the numbers, let's do 4, 8, 7. You think you know where the button is gonna go? It's not a long game, you'll see soon enough. Hi Armundo, welcome back to the brain server. Amazing, amazing. You managed to get some money. This means you are getting close to restoring your memory. Good job, Armundo. Now to earn XP, please visit the store. Once you spent 10,000, we can access your backups. I've been thinking about the girl in that photo you have. My knowledge about humans says that she might be someone you like. Do you have a crush on her? Oh, I wish I had someone like that. Someone to search for. Unless it gave me brain damage. I'm not the best person to take, like, inspiration from in that sense. I have a lot of money. I think this is the song that came out the best in the game. I'm gonna say that. That is my opinion. It's inspired by old Shin Megami Tensei shop tracks. Let's ask for a joke. Actually, this was the joke in the demo too. How does a snowman like his drink? Snow cold. You can buy more. Why was it so hard to catch a killer snowman? Song just loop? Yeah, it did. Yeah, this loop is not perfect because I forgot to upload this song as a WAV file, and it's an MP3 file, and in Godot by default, MP3 files don't loop perfectly. So look forward to 1.1 version. He left only a cold trail. Oh, that's a pretty good one. Why was the snowman so confident? He had 3 big balls. Why do the snowmen like it? Why do snowmen like to smile? They don't. I don't get that one. Why do snowmen have carrot noses? They like the color. This is getting like into like non-humor territory. What color do snowmen hate? Yellow. Okay, that makes sense. Why did the snowman call his friends every day? He knew good friends are worth melting for. Because cold people, so they wouldn't like to smile? I'm not sure. Why did the snowman's friend stop answering his phone? They got chills every time the snowman called. I think there's supposed to be sort of like a dark vibe to some of these. Why couldn't the snowman get a girlfriend? He was a cold person. Now we literally got the cold person here. Why couldn't the snowman hear well? He had snow in his ears. Does he even have ears? Why was the snowman crying over a puddle? It was his balls. Okay. Why did the snowman's girlfriend leave him? Things just got cold. Okay, we have money for a couple more. Why was the snowman bad at math? He was too cool for school. Okay, that's a little happier. Why was the snowman drinking hot chocolate? He wanted to melt away his problems. I think he's gonna melt away more with that. Okay, thank you, Milky. Can we get to see what the story option is? Next time. This was not the last brain server. Like, I don't know what these jokes are or what the story is. I have never seen them. And to be honest, this is my first time playing the 1.0 version of the game. So there's some surprise even for me. This is the track that can colloquially called the Toilet World. And here, in the swimming pool section, are these handy things that you can, you know, shave yourself. Remind of the numbers. 3 passages. What was the code again? How can someone forget 3 numbers? The first number must have been the number of toes on my right foot. And the number in the middle was how many ears I have. And I think the last one was the number of fingers I have. Watch an ad retry? You don't need to watch an ad retry. So number of toes. Probably 5. 2. And 9. And I think the implication is that the amount of fingers is affected by these things. I don't know if that's the official explanation, but that's my headcanon. The clapping sound in this track is inspired by people sitting on a toilet, like slapping their legs. Yeah, like the money is a mix of showing you the path, like in Mario, and also like a reward of going a little bit out of your route. It's supposed to be like both of those in different situations. And then 9. You have to redo the whole puzzle if you die here, so I'll try to be careful. And got it. This track's a little bit inspired by the track Hong Kong in Deus Ex. And originally this game was supposed to have much more like Asian type of music. The little camera angle, yeah, it is exactly that. This was supposed to have like a lot of Asian instruments in the music, but this track is pretty much the only one that ended up having them. All of the other tracks were cut. Mostly because they were too happy for this game's vibes. Here's an interesting pool with the passageway. Pretty surreal. I wanted to wait a bit before I left, so I decided to count to 10. But suddenly, I couldn't remember any of the numbers that came before 10. And now it's just got floating tiles. I don't know how real this is. Notes are kind of deep. I think the notes are supposed to show that people around here are... They might not be the smartest bunch. Wait, what do you... Is there something extra you want to see? Can you go around? I can go around, but there's a closed door. and doing the jumps like 1 to 9 does this. The sort of revolving synth sound in the soundtrack is supposed to represent the buzzsaws. And now there's just an empty corridor with some cash in it. I guess we're out. Showering is good for nothing. Gamers don't shower. Oh. This computer's not a gamer. And as you can see, we came from there. Hop. Can I translate what the Japanese text said there? It says brain test completed successfully. Here's another one of these. Let's go see our girl. Oh, it's my favorite gift, an axe. Exciting apartment. Hi, Armando. I hope I didn't wake you up, baby. Oh, guess what? Thanks to your blood, I feel a lot better now. But your girl's still not at 100%. I need more of your love, Armando. That's why I threw you a present. It should be lying on your floor right now. I know this might be sudden, but I need your finger. I need more to get better. A tiny bit of flesh and I'll be good. There's succubus. Yeah, the game's name literally in Japanese is Nightmare Succubus. Or Succubus of Nightmares. And I mean, it's just a finger, right? Anyone will do. Your girl is not picky. Okay, call me back. When you got your finger with the axe. Okay, bye, baby. I think there's a kind of an atmospheric scene to the road here. But yeah, here's the axe. Like, this guy is so assertive. He doesn't need very much to convince him to do this stuff. You got the finger. I love you, Armando. Now grab it and toss it out the window. Okay, talk to you soon, baby. No sound? No sound. There's your weenie. Expecting to be less comfortable? I guess it's supposed to feel kinda numb. Like, you're supposed to feel like the character is... character doesn't really feel anything in those situations. That is my understanding of it. Yeah, I would say it's a deliberate, choice to have no sound there. Of course, you can disagree with the choice, but still. There's one money there. I still haven't decided if I will play this, like, to the good ending too. But right now, with my bad ending brain, I don't know how to get there. Like, it's a bit too far to jump. Hi, we have met at a shop before. I'm sorry that I didn't introduce myself. My name is Hanako. I just visited the shop and I saw your coworker. She was really kind to me. I couldn't pay for the water and she bought it for me. I'm sorry. I promise I'll pay her back somehow. No one has ever been this nice to me. I need to find a way to pay her. Somehow. I just wanted to let the music loop. And that's a proper looping track because it's in WAV format and not in MP3. Yeah. Every Internet Money has one of these under it. They are related. But I won't say how. There's this very important, precious one toilet here. A tiny snake crawled into my ear and took control. I do everything the snake says and try to keep it happy, even if it hurts. Only when it sleeps I allow myself freedom. I love the snake. The snake is my goddess. Just need my money. Is the text on graphic read to the English translation? No, it's a generic text. It's actually not even Japanese, it's just gibberish that's supposed to look a little bit like Japanese. Like, if I made the game, it would be accurate, but I have never released the game, and those two things are connected to each other. A blind person cannot tell a lie, cry a lot. It's Japanese. Oh, this is just supposed to teach you very basic Japanese. Like a beginner course. And there's gonna be more words soon. Or for the numbers. Well, luckily you can always check them here.
8
I know many places in this game are inspired by photos, and I'm pretty sure this is inspired by a photo of like a brutally sort of building. Yeah, might be a good way to place an ad, like if you want to recheck the kanji. Yeah, it is pretty in a way. This is a weird feature to have on your, whatever this is called. Walk bridge? I'm not sure. Oh, that's broken. So I need a little bit of, can you parry the ground spikes? I don't think this guy can parry, unfortunately. Also, that one is a little bit too hardcore for me. Is this jumpable by a basic jump? Oh, I didn't press it in time! Goodbye. But yeah, this is kind of a platforming puzzle. And yeah, I know 3D platforming isn't the most liked things in games, but I'm okay with it. Oh, this money is inaccessible to me. Like, this might look like a typical sorry exploration game, but no, this has some gameplay challenges too. I think I have enough money for the story. So, if there happens to be a brain server, I can buy it. I don't think this level actually has a brain server. Wait, did you notice something interesting? Because there might be secrets even I don't know about. You can safely go back to where you came from. I don't know. Up to a point, I'd say. It works. Yeah, even if this is a little bit earlier released than it was supposed to, I trust that there's no like significant bugs. Let's see, anything interesting here? Here's some spinning tongs. Like, the reason they are spinning is that I was stuck here during one playtest for like half an hour because I didn't notice they were pickable. I think I need to go downstairs now. It's not very safe around here. And speaking of safe, ground intent. Yes, a blood bag if you need one. A dead person cannot take a shower. Showers came back. Oh, crematory. Nice that the key tells it what it is. Where was it again? I know which Silent Hill 2 room this is inspired by. But here's where the tongs come in handy. Glass eye. The girl in the special treatment room is badly hurt. Her brain is swollen and bleeding. Shame the eye wasn't spinning. I think it's noticeable enough, but it would be kind of funny if it was spinning too. Her brain unit needs to be removed in order for her to heal, but that seems to be impossible at the moment. A company technician needs to come and set the brain computer into sleep mode before it's safe to remove the unit. But the company has weeks long waiting line before a technician could come. We are still unsure what caused the damage to her brain. For her safety, we are keeping the room locked. Code is 39426. Randomized for every playthrough, by the way. By the way, this part of the music track is inspired by the fact that like deadly diseased people tend to feel better right before dying. And the rolling sound represents the glass eyeball. And this is a part where the person actually dies. Again, we back to the numbers. 3, 9, 4, 2, 6. Spike animation going down and up is synchronized with the beat of the song. It's not synchronized on purpose, but... No button press animation? There's gonna be some... Again, if this was like made fully by me, there would be that sort of thing, but I would have never finished the game. So... But I will relay the message. But I think the fact that there's some details that are lost is the reason why this got released in kind of a quick time. But there is this detail. If you look very closely, you can see some life still being here. I think this is the girl from the memo. But here's my girl. Please. I need you with me. I need your love. I'm so hungry for you, Armunda. Kinda unnecessary. There's gonna be harder puzzles. That is still easy stuff. Let's see if I remember the route. I don't think I remember the route. Oh, I did! You came for me. Please, I need you. I need all of you. Your body, your mind. Your everything, Armunda. Jump into this pit. Let's finally be together. Forever. Okay. I guess this is her love. Hello, Sammy. You've been in a relationship like this? Oh, I hope they're in the past. Okay, somehow an elevator door opened, so I guess that's where we're going. Yeah, that's the next level from getting your balls crushed. I think we skipped that chapter in the game. With wings you can be perfect. No, wings are not enough. That's empty. Why? Why? I hate this world. She did nothing wrong. It's so unfair. It should have been me instead. Oh, you noticed the footsteps? I'm glad somebody noticed the footsteps in the ambient. I failed her. It's all my fault. I drank poison. I'll probably die soon. If we can't be together in this life, maybe we'll have better luck in the next one. Love you, Suzuka. Not Armunda? Lucas Guy, your expectations are very on point. You may have noticed, if you saw the demo version, that this game used to have fights. Like, this had the 2D fight system, where you shot brain viruses and dodged their bullets, but it got eventually removed. And now we got this fight, using the 3D control system. It's not very difficult, but it gets faster. And there's still Hanako's team inside the song. Did I say Rezu? No, you read it the wrong way. But you're very close. Ah! That was too close. You can see from the enemy turning head around where it's gonna hit. Like, it looks where it's gonna hit first before it actually uses the sword. But this kind of generous, it's not supposed to be very hard, I think. The same attack as Odin uses in Final Fantasy 16. Oh, there he goes. Or she. Lack the stamina. Yeah, very limited. You jumped off thinking I was stuck on the platform. Oh, do you think that's a problem? Should it like be clear some way? Because even though I'm not Vianite, I'm not the one who made the game, but I can still like relay messages to give feedback to him. It's very quiet here. Yeah, Lucas, you're very close. She has some dynamite. I put Sticker's dynamite in the coal cart. Now I only need the detonator. She wants me to paint the cave walls bright red. I'll do anything for her. She's my everything. She said this way we could be together forever. Now I only need the detonator for the big show. There's no bikini mode, no sex minigame, no open world, no stamina climbing, no towers to uncover the map, no infinite collectibles. Okay, I will pass your criticism. No ads? Yeah, okay, I'll say that too. More water? Yeah, there is like zero water in the game. There are some slight waves in the outside ambient track, because this happens on an island that is never mentioned. That is very inside information. Hi Armunda, good to see you again. I was a bit worried you'd never come back. It's been a little quiet lately. Movement mechanics. Oh, there's some. Not many people visit brain servers in Chidoyama anymore. Yeah, like I said before, the shop is probably the track that came out the best. If you want to chat, it's still free. And if you want more XP, you can always come to the store. With enough XP, we'll get your memory back. Let's buy the story. If you could make the store cost real money. Yeah, I think that Nex has suggested it already. So there's two people saying that. Once there was a shy young man who desperately wanted to be loved. Many times he tried to approach women, but each time he got cold feet. One day he had an idea. I don't know the story, it has to be a really good idea. He would build a snowman. Hiding behind the snowman, he finally found the courage to talk to women. That simple? After a couple cold approaches and few dates, the young man finally got himself a girlfriend. He couldn't believe it. He felt like the luckiest man on earth. But there was one problem. The girlfriend didn't know she wasn't really dating a snowman. When the young man eventually came out from behind the snowman, the girl was disappointed and left him. The young man thought to himself, I'm just not cool enough for women. Blinded by his sadness, he climbed into a freezer and decided to become an ice-cold snowman himself. But he didn't become a snowman. The end. Okay. It's Bunny and Snowman. I think this bunny is just obsessed with snowmen. Let's hear the next story. On one wicked autumn in a small quiet town, the water started freezing unusually early. Every night, new snowmen appeared around the town. All of them had sad faces, and their balls were not round at all. The bunny also likes to use the word balls around snowmen. When winter came, people began to go missing. The snowmen now had an even more menacing look. The townspeople were too afraid to go outside. One night a really cold wind swept through the town. At that night, the snowmen entered people's homes, eating them all. When the dawn came, the whole town had vanished. There wasn't a single soul left. Nobody knows where this town is anymore, or who once lived there. All that remains is this story. The end. Oh, there's a spelling mistake? Yeah, we can go through a pass. You know, 1.1. But this is also kind of supposed to have an air of like a lost Japanese like Sega Saturn game. So those usually have spelling mistakes too in the English translation. That's not an excuse, but anyway. Can be seen part of the aesthetic. Okay, now we can do this. So Digimon a little? Yeah, Digimon has some of the same kind of music. This music track, by the way, is inspired by the music of David Wise, the Rare composer. Okay, and this... the reason why I tried to emulate Donkey Kong Country music a little bit, just a little bit, is because this is a platforming focus level. Donkey Kong Country is by far the most famous track by David Wise. Yeah, this is inspired by Mighty Melancholy, it is. I don't remember Parasite Eve 2. I can see kind of textures having a similar style, like realistic but like simple at the same time. The platform is mostly very easy here. Up. But there's one difficult platform, which is coming right about now. Up. This one. You're gonna be pretty early for it. Vianat said that if the player doesn't die there, the design is wrong. Like, it's supposed to kill the player at least once. Music inspired by Virus Brain? Yeah, a little bit. Learn some new kanji. North, east, south, and west.
北、南、東、西。
Lately, I've been forgetting more kanji. Good thing there's this door to check if I still remember the directions. North, east, south, and west. Yep, those should get me where I want to go. But what about the middle directions? Oh, this, let's see the hint first. I'm trying to get back to the cave. I think the directions were north, west, east, south, east. Let's see again. North, west, east, south, east. Yeah, thank you. So, north. Kita. West. Nishi. Higashi. Minami. And Higashi. Could the Japanese have just drawn some arrows and called those the directions? They have like a 3,000 year history in China, so they evolved in those forms. Yeah, like the puzzles start getting a bit more difficult at this point. Detonate added to a brain, that sounds promising.
起爆装置。起爆装置。
Crossing your teeth is again game question. Oh man. No? I think there's a problem with the music looping. Oh, it's gonna blow! Is it gonna blow? The game allows you to always check the kanji list, so you can just go here. But it might be easier to... Oh, it's here! That's more convenient. You can follow, like, I think this fuse could be more visible. It is kind of hard to see. Black Tenant appeared. I don't think it's a character. This sort of Vertigo inducing scene, at least in my opinion. Up. It's some kind of, I don't know, clothing factory. Scissors are not spinning, so that's how you know you can't pick them up. When does this game feel in VR? I have little experience with VR, but I could see this working in VR just fine. Yeah, this is my favorite area too. And this music track that is playing in the outside areas is inspired by this area. Like for each track, I sort of like stared at the level it's gonna play at and tried to make something fitting. And I always feel like I should go through here. And there is even some graphics when you go to the other side. It's back to Fortnite soon. Yeah, maybe that's gonna have more exciting visuals. But yeah, this is just gonna be a hole where you die. Oh, okay, I can do it. Like, why not say that he added those walls just so you can see something while you're falling? And if you want to hear what he sounds like, I'm pretty sure he makes the sound when you die. It does sound like him. How did you die? Oh, there's nothing behind that door frame. Not even Warframe. I think this could have been done in an easier way. Maybe not. Okay, where are we now? Yeah, the blackness is supposed to look like, you know, video game sort of door, but it really is just a hole. There is a way to open the door in the classroom. There is a way to open it, but it's kind of difficult. Normalcy is... It kind of loops back to the first question, and this is getting a little bit weirder. But it's in line with the other questions. I was jump scared when I saw this pink room for the first time. Debatable, but it's a computer, nothing's debatable. It speaks to you, you can't speak back. Hi. She just went to the toilet. We were just talking about I'm about the trip. I'm sorry we are causing you trouble. Trouble? Thank you for covering for her at the shop. You're a great friend. I wish more people were like you. I would say that this showcases that scenes where you meet her are just like hallucinations or memories. Memories of the anime, yeah. Like they are not in time order. You see them out of order. My dearest, words cannot describe how much I love you. Before I met you, I was an empty shell, deserted by all hope. But then we met and you ignited the flame inside me. I have a reason to live my life again. You make me so happy, Suzuka. You are a beacon of my hope. You were like a weird third wheel in the relationship. I think that is exactly what is going on there. But I think the main character has some trouble accepting that. You know, we're at the final level. I tried to make the music sound like a final level.
Hi, tsuki, ki, kawa.
Yeah, it's a short game, but I'm gonna show the extra stuff at the end too. As you can see, these are some of the kanjis that you can sort of still see like what they are built from originally. Like river especially. And tree too, kinda. Sun, kinda. So it's tree, sun. Sun is hi and tree is ki. So they are similar, but it's H and K sort of sounds. What was it again? Tree, sun. And yeah, you can see here the price you pay if you don't get the code right. And I think this room illustrates very well, like, what is the Japanese stuff really about in the game, like in the subtext. And I don't know if Vionad would like me to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Like, I know one inspiration behind this game is island that belonged to Korea that was occupied by the Japanese during the war. And they were forbidden from speaking Korean, and they were forced to learn Japanese. And this game has that, you know, forcing language on you theme to it. It's sort of behind in the Finnish version of the game, but it was one of the initial inspirations for this game. Using a toilet is... This is for the real gamers, this one. The ones who play Mafia 3. People should be forced to learn Japanese. I don't think that is the meaning. I think this is a cool little detail that you walk up this bridge above where you came from. Let's see here. It's Moon River. Can you jump down? Let's try. Let's test. I'm guessing no. Yeah, these are Dark Souls railings that you can never jump over. Wall clip? I don't know how to wall clip. There might be all kinds of wall clips in the game, but... And there we go. Okay, I'm gonna try it briefly. There's no crouch, unfortunately. Jump against edges and corners a few times. I see some vibration going on. The new version of Godot actually got features to prevent stuff like this. You were hoping for like plus 1% jump height? Maybe for the sequel. Not a bad idea. Okay, do you remember all of these? Because this is a test. Please, brain, let me remember at least these kanji. Just this one little path. East, river, 4, 3, 5, 3, 6, 2, north, west, 7, 8, 9, 1, moon, sun, south, exit. So, I'm gonna build this in my brain a little bit before I go. It's not as hard as it might look because you can plan your route beforehand. move like this. And here's Deguchi, meaning exit. It's such a good word that the Chinese copied that from Japan. Same pattern twice. I would say it's supposed to make it a little bit easier. Yeah, I learned Japanese from this game. That's why I can do it so easily. Hi Armunda, good to see you again. I have an odd feeling that this is the last time we'll meet. Humans who visit this brain server station never come back. But you will be an exception. Right? Hey, we haven't restored your memories yet. Come to the store and we'll get your XP bar filled. Oh, I actually have it. Let's do it. Do the dance. Oh, you want to spend all your money at once? Yeah. Wait, I don't have enough. Oh no. Well, here's the dance. Goodbye, Armunda. Be careful. And all the doors are opened. Here's the bridge again. Oh, she did a crime. Yeah, I think the dance animation is very carefully calibrated. You came! Thanks you so much. Is Francis giving you a whiplash? Nah, it's not that bad. Yeah, in some areas, like the music is silenced before you talk to Kanako, but not in all areas. Here it might actually be better if it was silent after the brain server. I will actually suggest that. They locked me up. They said I couldn't leave until she's waiting for me. We were supposed to leave for our trip. Please, can you please help me find her and tell her I'm here? Please. I think like the brain server and that scene are so close to each other that if it was just silent from the brain server on, that could also work. Like that is also kind of faithful to like older video game aesthetic, but it is also a little bit jarring. As is seeing this room. Portal. I hope I managed to complete my creation and that you have it with you as you read this message. Huh? What creation? I created the portal for a long time ago to study the brain units. It feels like a different life now. You can only enter the portal if you have the creation. I pray you'll be able to end this nightmare. Godspeed. Is this the portal? Missing something. But oh hey, there's an arcade game! It's a big one. This sound that's going on to the track, if you listen carefully, the one that starts racing very soon. This one. It sounds like a sort of like a siren right now, but just right before release, it was like a drill. Very shrill and high noise. But why not say that it's so annoying, please change it. So it's nowhere near as high pitched anymore. But it's supposed to represent like drilling into your brain, and then you hear like blood dripping from the side of your head. And if you use headphones, you can actually hear it's like one ear after another. Hey, I found my rope. Why a siren? Oh, Armunda. You really did it all. And for what? Love, affection, acceptance? Ah, I owned you, Armunda. Actually, I owned you ever since you put the thing into your head. You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into. And to be honest, you don't even deserve something like me. You're a complete loser. So I'm going to treat you like one. As if you were my plaything. Something for me to consume. Every last bit. Okay, I'm gonna go save my girlfriend or something. Typical being friends with two women moment. By the way, this music track was already like thrown out the window. Like it doesn't belong in the game. But when Vynat decided to use this in the trailer, I decided that could this be good for the staircase scene? And now it's here. It's a little bit longer version in the trailer. Like this part is not included in the trailer. Thank you. What is the importance of the rope? I think you have to... I don't have any answers for that. I have my own theories, but... I have a sort of like deal with Vionite. We have done game projects for like more than 10 years now, and this is the first one that actually released. And our deal is that we never ask each other, like, why are you doing this? Like, what does it mean? We always just say like cool or... No, I don't know. But never why. And I think it works. Killing someone is... Have you become an accomplice? Yeah. I'm an accomplice in this game. I think magical is my answer. Oh, Armunda. You hoped this would have ended differently, didn't you? Although, she looks kind of peaceful, doesn't she? Wouldn't you like to be peaceful too? Hey, Armunda. Why don't you go to the ledge and jump off? Jump off the building, Armunda. Ha! I knew you can't resist me. So there's no fighting back. Just like she couldn't fight back. Because you humans, you let me in. You're welcome. There's a typo, sorry. And now, I'm going to have my meal. Notice the tree plants. I said Vionite for nothing. He reveals his real name here. And it gives you a gamer cred score at the end. I am gonna play through this quickly again and do the different ending, because why not? It's gonna be quick that now that I don't My theory is, like how I'm reading this, is that the main character killed the other girl, Suzuka. You know, the co-worker. I think the Armunda killed her. And yeah, it's gonna loop back to the title screen, sort of, until you get the good ending. But you can always try again. It's like reincarnation. You go back to the samsara until you get it right. And this time I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna reveal the secrets of the cipher. And these puzzles you have to complete to get the good ending are kinda difficult. But just like Nintendo Power, I'm gonna give you all the power. Did Armunda kill on purpose or was it the virus? Well, you can think, is the virus symbolic or is it literal? And I think both readings are just fine. Like, sort of the killing and the virus are kinda like the same thing. But pretty close to the start, you already get a chance to put this on a better route. This song, it's nice to hear that you said it's a comeback song, because this is inspired by Void Symphony from Void Stranger. Not from the sound, but I wanted the game same feeling with the claps that keep going, try again, as Void Symphony gives you in Void Stranger. And this is a song that plays for a very short time. But it has the rewind sound to give you the impression that you can, like, forget your past mistakes and try again. Try to do it better this time. So, like, the whole game, if you want to play the whole game, you're sort of supposed to play, like, the bad ending first and then the good ending. Yeah. There's soon gonna be a song that plays for an even shorter time. But I don't know where else it could have played. Let's be Armunda again. I actually remember his name. Okay, it's the wallet. I'm also gonna try to get all the money this time. You don't have to get that much extra money compared to the main road. You just need a couple of secret credit cards to get the full XP bar. By the way, I think there's like 50 jokes in the game. Boon would say anything to you if you try to buy the dance option while having 0 yen. Let's try it. We can at the same time test if it works perfectly if you come back here. Never had those jokes. Yeah, there's a lot of jokes. I'm sorry, Armunda, but you don't have enough money. Bot testing is done. This is the song that plays for the shortest time in the game. Zero is all the money you have. Doesn't work that way in the bunny society. I think Milky and the brain server is made by the same company who make the brain chips. So they are all sort of part of the same ploy. The rope is the key to getting to the first secret room. I think this is not very easy to find. And the reason is that, like, the camera sort of points towards this. Chip is a good name for a huge glowing nail. It's marketing. Oh, you expected better dances? Maybe for the sequel. But you can see here is another thing you can climb. And it's a new room with the ominous bloody bowl. The legs. I believe I have it. No, I'm certain I have it. It is still in its infancy. That's good because it gives me time. Time I need to complete my creation. By the time you read this, I'll be long gone, but that's okay. I know I did everything I could, and that gives me peace. Please, you have to stop this thing, this nightmare. You're the only hope for this to end. Here's a hint for the cipher. I used transposition for this one. Focus on the first row and rearrange the columns. I'm sure you'll figure this out. Godspeed. So, I heard that this gives some trouble to some people. But the idea behind this... I have an idea how to make this easier. And I will suggest Vionite it. But the idea is that you focus on the first row, just like the message said. And you can arrange the letters in the first row to write code. Okay? Like the first letter, the fourth, the second, and the third. And that means that you gotta arrange each column, just like that. So it's always, when you go line by line, like 1, 4, 2, 3. So S, O, L, I. Then 1, 4, 2, 3 on the third row. L, O, Q, U. And then for the final row, 1, 4, 2, 3. But isn't this... Oh, well, it's empty letters for the last ones. But that is a word. It's a long, difficult word, but it is a word. Doll legs.
足足
One funny thing in Japanese is that ashi is legs or feet. Like both those words are ashi, but it depends on which kanji you write it with. Like, do you mean feet or legs? So many words you can't tell apart when they are said, but you can tell them apart when you read the kanji. Oh, some website taught you how to solve that wrong? Yeah, it's supposed to be difficult, but not impossible. But originally, the first puzzle, where you now say normal as the answer, did have the same logic. And many people got stuck in the demo playing that. Okay, let's go meet the girl again. But this time, I have my doll. She's not gonna take over. Hint, by the way, you can watch the 30-second ad. If you don't skip it, you can claim a hint. There's like 5 different uses for ads in this. Maybe there's gonna be like a browser version where there's gonna be ads. Maybe there's gonna be a Roblox version of this game. This is just my personal wish, and I did say it, which is that I wanted to see the worm GF in the future cutscenes too, but you don't actually see her. But I think that's deliberate, that you only catch like a very quick glimpse and that's it. This static graphic, I think that is also made by me, because it was for the original battle system. Like when battle started, you saw the static. But yeah, like I said, there's only one battle anymore in the game. I think Vionite thought that it would be a little bit corny if you like saw the glimpses, but there's funny stuff in the game already. So I don't know, like I said, we don't ask why. And he's the same with my projects, like I always present if I'm working on anything creative, it to him, and it works both ways. Yeah, you mentioned the white arm. That's pretty interesting way to see it. Might even be like deliberate. I'm fearing now that I will be missing money, but I'll try to be careful and get it all. It's not required for the ending, but it gives you one extra scene. I will also give you a secret about this track. I can't really say this is composed by me. The whole piano part is a music sample. But it fitted so well that we decided to use it. The music is a mix of like sound samples and MIDI. That's the way I like to do it. What a pretty high spec video. Stolen music. It was a very legal sample. I think I had the rights to use it. What I don't know if I had the rights, like when you collect money, it's made from 3 different sounds. There is like a rip sound. Like ripping off something. Then there's like a sort of ominous note going on. And it plays for a very short time. And then there's a generic like cash register sound effect that I just pitched a little bit. And for that sound effect, I don't know if I have the rights to use it, but it's still here. And it's mixed in with other sounds, so it can't be that bad. So here's another secret computer. The body, it's getting stronger, but I can still manage. My assistant disappeared. It wasn't much of a surprise. I could see the nightmare taking hold of him. The problem is... Did you just hear somebody shout, by the way? It sometimes happens here outside. The problem is, I need someone else to help me fill the file. There are still people left, but every day more and more vanish. I used the Pigpen cipher this time. It's relatively easy. Yeah, I noticed too. Pay attention to the corners and you'll figure it out. Godspeed. This is pretty easy, and I've seen this feature in some other video game too. Like there's the code in the upper side of the screen. And yeah, these are actual cipher names. Like it's a deliberate hint that if you Google the cipher name, you get hints at how to use it. But for this is Con Do Mi Ni The letters are parts in the grid. Like if it's a square, it means in the middle of the grid. And so forth. I think this is a pretty cool hidden room, despite the car being so low poly. And there being no vehicle section. And we're back in the toilet world. I think the weirdest thing about this game is me hyping up the toilet world. And now, it's actually out. Complaint no pissing. Yeah, maybe we could take some Duke Nukem inspiration. Oh, there's some money I almost missed. What was the number again? 487. Coiled turd? Yeah, there's nothing in any of them. Oh, Toilet Bowl music was worth the wait. It also got an update, like an hour before release. So I also worked on that track until the last minute. Oh, by the way, I can add a cool feature to this playthrough, the second playthrough. I can reveal more of the unused music. I don't know if anybody's interested, but I can play you which was the first idea for the shop music. Which is much worse than this, but I can still play it. Like that should add some interest to the second playthrough. Just a second, I'll get it here. Oh, it's silent. Let's start from the beginning. It was within a Sonic Adventure. There's no deliberate Sonic Adventure Sonic influence, but maybe from my brain unit that somehow came. I can let it play while I go forth. Here you can again hear the Asian instruments a little bit more than the final track. But this is just kind of boring compared to what came after. This part is kind of fun. I know the code already. This is not randomized. And this part is the best. But yeah, that was the early version of the shop track. I can also play some other one. In a very early version of the game, these were supposed to be in the outside areas, where now the wind chime is playing, and you can hear that this was very different. Like, I get the impression then that there were like happy areas between the dark levels, but they didn't end up being that. So this track was completely scrapped. Like, it's supposed to have a like a outside freedom feeling to it, which the outdoor areas just don't have in the game. Could they find the guy and hide the better one? Yeah, so lucky. Yeah, I don't think this is a failed track, but it doesn't fit the game, so yeah. It maybe fits this level somewhat, but of course the actual Toilet World track is much better. We see the sky, or it just might be like another roof that's very high up, or ceiling. Like, this whole structure is a bit inspired by the Kowloon Walled City 2, the famous slum in Hong Kong. Yep. Okay, I think we heard enough of this. Let's see. Then I have... This is another for outside areas, which also has the wrong atmosphere, but I can play it too. It has a waltz rhythm that no, like, actual 1.0 track has. And these very echoey instruments were supposed to be like the style of the game, and many of them just didn't stay. Oh, Shenmue 2 was Kowloon? I didn't even know. Yeah, I still like this. It's just, once again, like, there's no part in this that this would fit in. I tried to add some last minute darkness with this ending to it, but I knew myself that it wasn't gonna work. Open a track, intro cutscene. Yeah, maybe for some game. Like, if it was like a game where you start like living your normal life and then it gets weird. But in this game, you never live your normal life. it starts. Oh, stream opener. Okay. I don't think many people were here yet when I played the actual stream opener, which is actually, I'll play the track where it's supposed to play. I'll play one more different one first. This was supposed to be Hanako's theme at first, you know, which now uses the edited sound sample. Weenie goes through the window, yeah. But yeah, this was my first try to have music for Hanako dialogues. But once again, I'm looking for something extra around here. Like, there's some kind of passageway. I think it looks cool too. Would have been great to have the weenie laying on the ground in the yard and you just barely see Worm GF crawl in the frame to get it. Yeah, I actually suggested the same. Not maybe that detailed, but like the worm would like show up just briefly. Remind you of Gnosiost? I think I tried actually to make the sound a bit like Nausea, like deliberately. It's a little bit shoegazy track, just like Nausea's soundtrack. And when you got here, you see this track you would not see otherwise. And this strange wood and like middle house. Which I just failed. I just tried to well, I just made music that I like, and it's gonna sound similar to music in games that I like too. Anyway, that's enough of that one. I'll play another one soon, but let's hear the game audio for a minute. Too loud! Okay, now it's fine, I think. Now that you've been exposed to stealing track from every video game known to man, how will you go forward with some career? Like, other than the one inspired by Donkey Kong Country, like, I wasn't directly inspired by any track. Maybe Deus Ex Hong Kong for the Toilet World. But they just happen to sound like other tracks. So I'll just try to make my brain happen to come up with more tracks if I ever get a chance to compose another game. The arms. Sometimes it's hard to control my limbs. I've started hearing a faint voice in my head that isn't mine. Sometimes I just do what it says, so it'll be quiet for a moment. I really need to finish my creation. This time I used Caesar's cipher. The text shifts slightly through the alphabet. A becomes B, B becomes C, and so on. Godspeed. Yeah, we're doing rot. I can't do this in my brain. I need to look at like a picture of the alphabet to do this. Let's see. Way easier. I'm presuming the point is that if you've gotten this far, you are not supposed to get stumped anymore. So that you didn't waste your time for the initial puzzles. Or I don't know if this is quite rot, but this is I'm gonna do it anyway. X becomes Y. B becomes C. Rot 1, okay. By the way, thanks to you, Expand, I now know how to read binary again. Like, inspired by you and Crooked Man, I rehearsed doing it. Doll arms.
腕腕腕
Yeah, thank you, Expand and Crooked Man. Whoop. So the money is the hint that you maybe can find some way to get there. I think that's my favorite, like, secret place. Well, I wouldn't say I can read binary just like that right now, but I remember the logic now. Yeah, you like my co-worker. I know. Go drink poison. Oh, I... That's kind of rude. No, that's a fair thing to assume. I don't think you're a fool. I don't think there's anything hidden here except for money. Drink poison, angel bitch. Well, she kind of took my girlfriend, so... And then society took her too. And by society, I think I mean me. But I'm a product of society. But yeah, binary is all about power of 2. There was supposed to be a track here, made for this area, that didn't fit, but I can play it too. I played it in the intro, but if you didn't hear it, here it is again. Just a second. I'm not sure where I was going with this one. It doesn't fit the area. Any money here? Let me check. Nope. Is binary considered type of cipher? I would say the binary can be used as a cipher. Would have fit the area if you could, like, see cars rushing below you. Like the track is named Drive. I kinda imagined that, like there's a traffic going under you. And that is what inspired the sound. But the area's atmosphere in the Finnish game is much more somber than that. Got my money. Imagined. The area was like in a concept stage back then, so yeah, I did kind of imagine what the Finnish version could look like. I didn't think it would have cars. I just thought that that would be something like the player can imagine too, but it just not what comes to intuitively when you play that. Here's a cool bit of darkness floating above the emptiness. The interiors in these games, like, they are pretty brightly lit. And I think the reason is that YNET wanted to avoid, like, a very typical horror game look. And try to go more like 90s games that were usually pretty well lit. Like, there used to be more darker areas. but in one version they were pretty much gone. Wall running mechanic will go insane in that area. Yeah, I honestly can see Mirror's Edge like mechanics fitting this kinda. I'll try to speedrun this one. You were getting spooked in the building with the footstep sound? I'm too used to what the game is usually, that it's not possible for me to get spooked. And I know when the footstep sound comes in the track, but it's very good to hear that somebody else got affected by it. I didn't want to make it as like loud as something as in like Eternal Darkness for example. But it is there, and I added a heavy stereo effect to it. Let's see what our code is this time. $85627. $85627. Yeah, code is randomized every time. Because otherwise you could skip this whole level. And because you meant to play the game twice, well, you are not supposed to skip this. God damn it! 8-5. No, it's not the one I remember. What a shame. Yeah, 8-5. Yeah. That England noise in the Ost, me making that sound. Oh, there was actually one song that includes my voice just a little bit. But I don't even have it downloaded right now. I made these songs on my Mac, so I don't have this on my Windows computer. Let's do the code. Uh, 85627. I just scrambled the order of the numbers, but I got the numbers right. Thank you, thank you. Oh shit! Well, I know the code. Like, you can die and still do it. Don't do that. Eight, 5, 2, 6, 7. Wait, I got debated. 8, 5, 6, 2, 7. Okay, let's speed from the school puzzle or the labyrinth. I think I got the shortest route last time, so I'm probably not gonna get it again. I go there. Don't take this one. Take this one. And that one. And we are there. Is there a secret ending where I'm happy forever with my worm GF and we have a happy worm family with the little wormlings DLC? I don't think there's anything hidden, but I actually don't know exactly. Yeah, $30 for true ending DLC. And you know, I would love for the snake to come there and stare at you while you get crushed. Maybe at the last minute it would appear for a bit. Right, then next step is probably the hardest to find secret area. Oh, there is mid-section between. Expecting the worm to pop out of the floor, eat me whole. Yeah, I do not know why it wasn't like that. $30 to unlock new post-game hidden arcade cabinet where you can play an epic throwback to the NES days of Viral Brain. It would be like a Sweet Home type of like RPG game. Let's Oh, there she is. Original of the PC-88? Yeah, that's the lost version. Lost media. I didn't know that she disappears with the song, but that's a pretty cool way to do it. I just turned the game loud, and I think it might be too loud now. Do we know what happened to Suzuka that caused her to die? Well, in one timeline, she drank poison. Yep, jump the noodle. Suzuka is the... No, Hanako is the angel girl. Suzuka is the other girl. What happened to Suzuka? Well, in one timeline, the main character killed her, I'm pretty sure. But there might be a different timeline too. But those Japanese names, they are so easy to get mixed together. But yeah, there are two girls. One is the angel girl and one is the girl that you see in the photo at the start. Slice of cheese. And... oh, it's not time for goodbye yet. Those last guitar notes, do-do-do-do-do-do, is like off-pitch on purpose. And I'm not sure how well it works. Japanese think the same about our silly Bob and Thomas and Chris and Leon and Jill names. Well, there is the famous Microsoft Bimbos, you know the store. Do you know Microsoft Bimbos? The reason it's called Microsoft is of course a pun on Microsoft, but it's also a joke about how to some Japanese people, at least like back then in the 90s, it apparently felt like every American man is called Michael. And then Bimbos come from the Japanese word bimbo, which means poor. And they sold like very cheap computer parts. And that is a story of Microsoft Bimbos. Going to another building. Or maybe not the building. Second to last brain server. And I'm gonna go. With the squirrel dying sound effect that plays at the beginning of the song. It's a funny sound to go with Milky's branding. It was just a sound sample I found and thought I could use it. But yeah, this song is like it's like Mining Melancholy without a real like functional melody. And the next thing I want to do with composing is that I want to learn more music theory. so can actually I can do more complex melodies, because the melodies in this game are very, very simple. But yeah, all the fall is real, so if you hear a squirrel dying, well, a squirrel was harmed in the production. And be in time. That's the trick with this one. Yeah, animals were harmed in the making of this game should be added to the credits. Yeah. Okay, gotta be fast. Misclicked. Gotta restart the run. And I will kill again. Yeah, that would also fit the end. This is, I think this is the same every time. Northwest, east, southeast. Northwest, east, south, east. Yeah, my Game BF shirt from Angel of the Killer is... It's one of the all-time greats. There's many little details about that game that just pop into my mind every now and then. Like here you can see the court just fine, but it does blend with the ground pretty heavily here. But I think that was a pretty good clear time of the mines level. And I didn't even fall in the last pit. Alright, and now it's the... Yeah, must be personal best. This might be the most difficult thing in the game. Like, there's a locked door here. It's locked, it says. And there is a way to get there. Which is not very easy to find. Like, when I tested this, when this secret was added for the first time, I walked around here for a long time before I realized what it is. Like, you can look into different nooks and crannies, and there seems to be no way around to that door. But the way you do it is like... that. The hint is the door. But that's it. Like, you're just gonna try something that takes you towards the door. And that's the thing that works. And because the punishment for dying is so light, I think Viner thought that the player can afford one like jump to the death that ends up being helpful in the end. There were actually many more hidden places in the game at some design phases, but it ended up with only these. Here's the last cipher. The head, it's complete, my creation is done. I barely have any sanity left. My thoughts are scrambled and dark. Her voice is so loud in my brain, it's overpowering. This note is my last act of resistance. Atbash. God. So Atbash might sound like a name of a god. Like this is Kami-sama's security system, as it says in the kanji. But this is pretty much one you need to Google if you are not a cipher expert. So googling Atbash. Yeah, I'm not surprised the expat knows it. I'm not the proper student of computer science myself, and I really don't know many ciphering systems. Let's use a picture. That makes it easier. Oh, I guess you can deduce it's a cipher because all of the others are ciphers. Maybe it's not that difficult. Wait, this picture is not working nicely with me. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it. Oh, Andrel has a brutal cipher puzzle. I don't know it has puzzles. But this is Atbash at 1152 pixel resolution. I think this is made for like looking for hidden meanings in the holy book. Okay, let's try W. It's symmetrical. I guess that makes it holy. There's so many, like, there's also a crazy system of writing like the name of angels made by some weird Brit. Enochian, I think it's called. W becomes D. But yeah, it does like a symmetrical thing with the alphabet. It's also like originally for Hebrew alphabet. R becomes I. I don't remember what this word is. H becomes S. X is C. Can you slow it faster than I can? Disco. It can't be disco. Oh, now I remember it. It's kind of like the theme of all the previous words, if I can almost say too much. But here it is. A very rare item to hear the name of is the head in the game, because you have to like fail the previous puzzles and get only the head, so you can hear the voice say Atama, but now you can hear Ningyo, which literally means like a shape of human or human shape. It's a word for doll in Japanese. There is also like yeah, Ningen is human, or like humankind. Just human is Hito usually. Ningen is more like, means like humanity usually. They are not called doll parts. They are on purpose called just like human parts. Yeah, Ningen is also cryptid, it's right, but it's a cryptid that looks like a human. But it's probably actually a walrus or something, but it looks cool. Yeah, that's pretty so slippery. I can tell you another music secret. This wind chime that's playing here, it's lifted from a YouTube video of like wind chime playing for 2 hours, and I cut like a part from it, and then I just did some editing tricks on it. But it sounded much better than what I tried to do with MIDI, so I decided to go that way. Okay, we are very soon gonna see if I missed any money. these puzzles are inspired by something that happened on Twitch. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. I think in an earlier version, Hanako had like a gamer computer in her room, but now she has a lava lamp. I think the gamer computer might have been a little bit anachronistic. I have the feel that this game takes place like in 70s, maybe? I don't know. It probably was just a placeholder. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm thinking of another game. The previous project that me and Vinat working together was called Midnight Search. And it had the girl character with the gamer computer, but it was never Hanako, it was that character. But Midnight Search was cancelled for this game, unfortunately. It had a very David Lynch-inspired soundtrack. Back in the 70s when that brain nailed, you know, alternate timeline. Oh, Cypher image. Oh shit, I always leave this on. Sorry. Thanks for mentioning it. And by the end, I think the right choices are just in the middle. Like the computer thinks you're dumber and dumber. I'm gonna try my wall jump trick one more time. Move out of the corner, image needs some exercise. Oh, I was getting lazy, I'm flabby. Moon River. I'll cross you in style someday. Let's see if I can remember this without looking at the hint at all. Yeah, I can. That's good for my time. Okay, the moment of truth. Do I have enough money for Milky's secret recording? Alright. It looks correct. It's 10k. It is enough. So dance it all away. One 1.1 version might have unique music for Milky's dance. Because there was supposed to be one. There is one in the like plan document, but I forgot to make it. Was an ad and obligate instantly. There are mobile games that are exactly like that. You are now recognized as a loyal customer. Whenever you're ready, you can press the download button to restore your memories. Are you ready? Here is the truth. Alright then. Let's start downloading your memories from the backup. Good luck. One secret detail is that the brain server symbol, you know, the round red thing, it's pointing in 33 degrees, which has a meaning to it. New art style? No, it's a different character. It is, we haven't seen this character in anything else than the photo, and at the end, when she tried to drink cranberry juice from the wrong end. Oh, Rain. You know that I like you. Jewish. I said it again. I said Jewish again. Anyway. And you're a really nice guy. This is a talk you don't want to hear. But, like, I'm kinda dating someone else. I mean, Hanako and I are dating. You have seen her hanging around the shop a lot, right? And that we are being hugging and... Oh, Rain. I hope this won't ruin our friendship. Like, we can still be friends, right? And that's it. You can infer that from the story, but that is the exact memory. Oh, Rain. Rain, Rain, Rain. You are so stupid. You really thought she'd fall for you? How? You are not even her type. I'm your type. Haha, Rain. Wouldn't it be easier if you just ended it all? Jump. Jump off the building, Rain. Jump and break your stupid skull. Jump off the building now. No. Are you alright? It seems the backup was corrupted. Did you manage to find out anything? Oh, I didn't read any of the data myself. I only have access to what you share with me. It's you know, like a moral AI. But my corporation can use your data however they want. Never mind. I'm required to tell you this for legal reasons. I might have forgotten tell you this the first time we met. Well, it was a lot of fun spending all that money. I'll be here if you need me, Armunda. Take care. Like, Milky might be working for the corporation, but Milky's nice. And yeah, he's stuck there. He can never leave the little island that says Yakuza. Yeah, Rain is the real name of the character. But because you don't have the memory at the start, you can just like write anything you want. And I read the Whiplash. It's not that bad. There's a little bit of a fade to it. Not fade, but like this track fades in. Anything special happen if you name a character Rain from the beginning? Not to my knowledge. Like, my idea is that this island is owned by the corporation. This is like a test site for the brain units. I don't think any government has any power here. Like, even the shop is probably like a company shop that they use their fake yens to buy stuff in. Like, I don't mean that's what Vianat meant with the story, but that is my reading of it. Alright, but now I have something mentioned here that I didn't have before. Let's do it. Three locks. Switch to term of service, you waive your right to take into court of anything they do wrong. I think that's been in some form in console TOS for a long time. It's just worded more honestly in the Switch 2 thing. TS virus? One way to say it. There's many ways to say virus in Japanese. Like virus that you hear at the start. Like this sort of virus is from like general pollution, I think. Delete. It's the kanji for turning something off. And brain. I forgot to get the keys. Whoops. Kanji for Brian. Well, in Chinese, you tend to write your name with like Chinese characters. So in Chinese, there is kanji for Brian. And you sort of have to like fit it into the phonotax of Chinese, which can produce funny names.
No. 消す
I don't think that you waive your right to trial by jury is like, it doesn't hold in court, but it's supposed to be like a deterrent. Name of the game? Yeah, there it is. Kill the virus, kill the brain, delete it. Yeah, brain is no in Japanese. Loading? Oh no, I'm dropping frames? No, I'm not. It's supposed to be fine. Jordakud. No. Kesed. I'll wait a bit so everybody can get their stream back. Is a stream online? Mixed in to these characters are characters for the nightmare succubus. So even here it's trying to sort of like worm its way inside your brain, your Brian. Expand, you are showing in chat. But it's a shame if you can't see what's happening. Game Shuryo, it says. Game over. Shoryo? Shijo. Oh, it's Shoryo, not Shuryo. Goddamn kanji with so many readings. Yeah, they mean game over. But now I did the ritual with the doll inside the weird dimension. Is it gone? Yeah, you're supposed to give up your worm family, unfortunately. So maybe it's up to you if you consider this a good ending. This doesn't work this time. Oh. You finally came. By the way, listen carefully. Like the notes or the chords that have been wrong in this song the whole time, like they are now a satisfying chord progression. Like the song is fixed in a way. So, you want to take a picture, right? You can hear a sound effect in the end of the song with the last note that I added. That's like you hear a finger leaving the key, and the idea is that I sort of like leave my MIDI keyboard behind now that the game is over. And even here, which I didn't even know, in the starting screen you can see the 3 flowers blooming. Did you say that your playtime was 0? Oh, that's a bug then. Okay, it might have something to do with restarting the game. What is that about taking a photo? You can see it here. Like, this is the photo. Rain invited Suzuka to the roof to take a photo here. And in one timeline, he killed her in a fit of like jealous rage, I think. Maybe affected by a worm GF in his brain. But in this timeline, with the worm gone, well, he just took the photo. Like, it's a simple story, but I think it works. For me, at least. But I'm not the best to say this. I'm unable to judge this game fairly, because I've been too involved with it. But hopefully you didn't get tortured by watching this. When is the concept timelines implied? Well, when the start of the game repeats and the events happen again, I think that's the implication. Like, it is like a loop of reincarnation until you get rid of your sin. Sell customs. Well, this is a paid game. This makes money. Yeah, I'm not surprised this doesn't like fully hit for everybody, but I hope it hits for somebody. And for me, it's a big step that I could finally create something that like is actually released for people. I've been doing all sorts of stuff for all my life, but this is the very first time you can like theoretically buy it somewhere. So I'm really, really thankful I got to be a part of this project and do a thing like that. I'm still definitely an amateur when it comes to music. But my next soundtrack will be better. It might even have actual melodies in it. Oh, there's one more song I didn't play. Let's listen to that one. Actually, there's two. This is a... Never mind, there's only one. It's inspired by ancient Chinese instruments. Okay, that was that. I didn't think or realistically think that that would fit the game, but I just wanted to. I just wanted to make it. Well, the game is now like €6, but I think it's gonna be like €2 when it's discounted. Oh, you find the bunny annoying? That's fair. Oh, regional pricing. That's cool. Anyway, that was the game. Here's one more bunny. And albino bunnies have red eyes because their blood vessels are showing because of the lack of pigment. Yeah, I think the game is just the right length for the type of game it is. And we already started on the next game. And on the next game, you can drive a motorcycle and you can also shoot demons. There's going to be shooting. Or ghosts. I'm not sure if there are demons or ghosts. But yeah, there is going to be driving around countryside on a motorcycle and go around as like a traveling exorcist. Like, there's already plans for that game, and I already started making one song for it. Maybe beginning mode. Okay, but hey, thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow I'll probably play another of the Strange Man games called The Sandman. And then for Saturday, we'll see what I do. It depends on how many Horror Tour games I find. Sandman's unhinged? Yeah, I'm ready for it. Yeah, but hey, thank you once more. It felt kind of self-indulgent to like stream a game I contributed so much. That's why I didn't think of streaming at first, but well, there it was anyway. But yeah, good night. Bye bye.